I think it's fair to say we've had a very, very good start to the season. 100% win record so far. Today we face Crystal Palace, recently relegated from the Premier League, and QPR, a team also in the semi-finals of the playoffs last season. Let's get into it, and all of this, there's also a transfer deadline day. What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Season 6, Episode 2, where we have a transfer deadline day and two massive games up today, one against Crystal Palace and one against Queen's Park Rangers. Now, since you guys left us, we played Sheffield United last time. We ended up winning 4-2 at home to Middlesbrough. A very convincing win. Yusuf Poulsen getting on the score sheet again. Darren O'Hanlon scoring from that right wing spot. Reece Williams with another header, of course, and Dylan Stevenson sealing the victory at the 93rd minute. Middlesbrough did fight back in that game from 2-0 down to 2-2, but that didn't matter. We really rotated the team fully for the game against Ipswich. It was a 0-0 draw. Ipswich are in the Championship now, so I think I said they're a League One club. They are not. They are in the Championship now. We drew 0-0 with them, but we beat them on penalties, scoring every single one. So I'm very happy with that. Now today we've got Crystal Palace away from home. This is going to be a massive test. They might be 22nd in the league, but I can assure you this Crystal Palace team is quite special. Looking at the season preview, they are predicted to come second. The highlighted star player, Lee Adams, looks good. He's got one essential. Oh, he's a goalkeeper. I thought that was finishing. Lee Adams is the highlighted goalkeeper. They haven't only got, they've got Kasady as well. He's a fantastic centre midfielder from Chelsea. So they've also got him in. But their team itself is very good. They are predicted to come second. Leeds' team dominates everything because they've got everyone. Sinisterra, Myron Baradu, Wilfred Nonto still there. Bernard Sosa, Amad Diallo, Christensen, Rooney in goals. That team is just ridiculous. It's going to be difficult to beat them when we play them. But today was Crystal Palace and Queen's Park Rangers. Now QPR this season are sitting in third of the table. Similar to us, they are living off last season's rewards. Coming in very good morale, I imagine, very similar to us. We are top of the table, joint with Sunderland. Palace down in 22nd. Both games today are going to be very, very difficult. Now, since the last episode has dropped, which was done on Adobe Premiere, by the way, so I hope you enjoyed the new little transitions. I know some of them didn't work. I have fixed that since, and I've done a video for tomorrow, the tactic tester, and that looks beautiful. So look forward to that tomorrow. But today is about looking for a left back. Now, there was one of you that said about Liam Scales in the comments. Liam Scales sadly is over in the MLS. He's on ridiculous money. They want ridiculous money for him. He is already long gone off of our search list. So sadly, thank you massively for the recommendation, but Liam's not going to be an option, sadly. So we are looking at left backs. And I believe we've got quite a few that are scouted. If we go to the scout players and look at left backs themselves. So Emmanuel Urichel, obviously last episode, failed his work permits, which was very sad. Callum Jones is someone we're looking at. But there is a lot of players on this list that I need to scroll through. But that is a deadline day issue. That is not a today issue. It is the game day. It is away to Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Sean Derry is in charge. Now that is a throwback. But yeah, let's get into this one against Crystal Palace. Just a very quick interruption from myself. It's just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and also get them bell notifications on. It helps me out massively, and it helps you massively as well, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. Carry on enjoying the video. It is a very, very slightly rotated side today. There's been a few injuries since you guys were last here as well. Lautaro Pinto is out for just 10 days. And Darren O'Hanlon is just low on fitness. So Yusuf Poulsen starts out on right wing with Jose Araya getting a start down the middle. His full debut live on camera. Angus Gunn in goal, Curtis Williams, Awe O'Malley. Tom Jones is now starting as our CDM with Elliot Anderson and Joe Bellingham. The Palace team, you've got Lee Adams, we looked at, Charlie Creswell, Ezri Konsa, Josh Doig, Isaac Hayden, Cesare Kasady, Michael Elise is still there. That's quite impressive. Malcolm Ebewawe is still there. Giovanni Simeone, Ahmed Abdelkar. I don't know him, but the rest of the bench as well, I'm not a massive... I don't know many of them, to be honest, but the first team itself is impressive. I mean, they've still got Michael Elise, and he's fantastic. So they've got to be a fairly decent side. Today at Selhurst Park, I'm hoping we can get 3 points. Right, that should be the camera all fixed. It was on behind goal from where I was watching it on penalties, but the camera's all fixed and we've gone straight into a highlight just 1 minute in, which is quite exciting. Right from the start, I think we're a little bit high. I need to sort of just double check this camera. I think I actually have it on all the way That looks very low down, but it looks nice. And Jose Araya, talking of looking nice, has dunked the ball into the bottom corner in 1 minute and 40 seconds. We've come to Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, a massive club, and we've played some football there, which was very, very nice. Again, building down this left-hand side. Abdul Salam obviously gets the start today. Anderson doing a great 50-50, and the ball just falls to Araya, who, from some distance, has just curled that into the bottom left corner. And given the goalkeeper the fact that he is meant to be the star player of the league, that's not great from him. And it was very easy for us to score that goal. I'm just trying to keep working around with this camera height. I think that looks better and a bit more what we're used to. Kasedi goes close and just over the bar. A good effort from him, but thankfully still sitting at nil. Well, at 1-0, actually not 0-0, are we? We are doing very well. They're playing a narrow formation as well, which is interesting. Elise maybe pegged a bit too far back for my liking. If I was to have him, I would certainly have him higher up the field, at least in a cam spot, if not as a winger. Sam Curtis starting out down this right wing, finds it back to Tom Jones. Great switch of play there to O'Manley. And can we find a ball? We can to Abdel Salam. Can he get a ball in the box? That's the question. He's doing very well. Gets a ball into Araya, to Anderson. And it's 2-0. And I'm telling you guys, we look lights out good this season. We're winning the league. We're winning it all. I reckon we're going to win the league. And we're going to win the Premier League next season as well. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not that far. But we are very good, and it's shown that Sheffield United, obviously relegated from the Premier League, we dispatched of them fairly comfortably, and I mean in the first 20 minutes we looked very comfortable against Crystal Palace. So I'm very happy with how this season started. Tom Jones doing some fantastic defensive work there, getting back to win the ball. But Abdul Salam now picking it up, cutting in that left-hand side, finds Yusuf Poulsen out on the right. It's his first time not as a striker, and I don't plan to use him here often. We've got two very good right wingers. It just happens to be that Pinto is injured, so with a hand and playing a midweek game, it makes sense to Poulsen go out on this right-hand side. Hayden with ball over the top, and Malcolm Ebuwawe has got some serious pace about him, gets on the end of it. Ball in the box for Gianni Simeone, and Zach Awe is out-headed there, and it was very easy for Simeone to get that one in the back of the net. Very easy indeed, actually, and it's 2-1, and I'm not sure if I'm close to the point of Damjanovic coming in over Zach Awe, slightly because obviously Damjanovic is on brilliant form when he's played this season, and slightly because he's left-footed, and I like having a left foot on the left, a right foot on the right. What a ball that is from Abdel Salam and Jose Araya, proving why we signed him last January, sticking the ball in the back of the net very, very easily indeed. We've cut him open there. Tom Jones, Elliot Anderson, a great run from Abdul Salam, a cutback, and it's easy for Araya. At this rate, this season could be over very, very quickly. I'm not going to mess about too much. You may have seen from when we looked at that fixture list, we have got Chelsea in the Carabao Cup third round. I'm not going to show you that. We're going to get battered. If we turn out when we've won that game, I will show you the highlights. But Chelsea are going to be levels above us still. So I'm not going to show you guys that. It is literally in 2 games after this episode, and the way we're looking, I don't need to bring you guys back quite so frequently. So that Chelsea game is most likely going to be off of camera. You guys will probably end up coming back the end of October maybe, and then I'll bring you back for January, and then at the end of January, and then if we're that far ahead, the end of the season. If not, maybe I'm sort of hoping this season could be 7 episodes, not 12 like the usual. So maybe just half it without a lot of the in-between games. And then when we get into the Premier League, it's going to be balls to the wall, because it is a difficult league to get out of. Obviously, I know as well the series has been chopped 2 days a week, where we've got tactic testers on Tuesdays and experiments on the Thursdays. So I'm aware as well, 12 episodes is 2 weeks. And that's a long time for someone to stay engaged for 2 weeks in the same season. So I'll try and chop it down anyway, a little bit shorter. But I think you guys are enjoying it. Let me know by smashing that like button as usual. Abdul Salam's got a free kick here right on the edge of the box. And he goes low and hard. And it's 4-1 away from home against Crystal Palace. I'm almost not surprised. I mean, this guy was wanted by PSG and Liverpool. And he chose Wrexham. And I've never seen that on FM. A low-driven free kick into the bottom corner. 4-1, a very easy victory. Already, I am sure it's going to be a win. If we bottle it from here, this is up there with the Arsenal-Newcastle 4-all. Elliot Anderson with the ball in the box. Joe Bellingham, it's 5. Do we stop the video here? Do we stop the count? Do we stop the absolute demolition of Crystal Palace? I don't know what to say. Creswell's on a 5.9. Adams on a 6.1. They're not having a good day, are they? Make it 6 before half-time. Oh, it's not. It's not a great ball in, but Abdul Salam does pick it up. Tom Jones, I was getting ready to sing. We only sing if Tom Jones scores. And it's going to be rare because he's our CDM. But when Tom Jones scores, I'll sing for you. And that's about the lot you'll get. But 5-1 at half-time. A very, very convincing win here. Absolutely nothing to say other than I'm going to just chop up the rest of this game into the goals scored, or it will be the end of the game for you guys. Well, as if FM are listening, we haven't had a single highlight since I shut up. So 5-1, a very convincing win. We did let them back in the game, 60% possession, dominated, and I am over the moon happy with that result. I didn't expect that at all. 5-1 is not what I was looking at going into that game. We've got transfer deadline day up next, and then a game against QPR, and if we blow them out of the water as well, I think it's going to be a case of you guys are going to see me 4 or 5 times, and that'll be the end of the season. Right, we are going to take part in deadline day. Owen O'Malley is the only player for us that is got a lot of interest in him. 8 clubs are interested. He has got a release clause of 5.75 million. I believe that runs out fairly shortly, but if they want him, they have to pay that. There is no way I'm selling him for any less. It is just Premier League clubs that are interested in him. We've had a lot of offers, and some of them have even rose to 6 or 7 million, but nothing up front. So it's not for me to say that he can't leave. So I would like him to stay, but I'm not going to interrupt if someone comes in for him. He's a very, very good player, but I'm not going to be too angry if he does go. I found someone as the backup left back, and he very much is a backup left back. So if O'Malley does go, I will be going out to find someone else. He's coming in as a breakthrough prospect. He'll do for £230,000. He can come in as a good left back. I'm happy to get him in the door if that goes through. Other than that, we're not going to be very active in this deadline day. There's not really anyone else that I'm looking at. I will obviously scroll through this list and look at what the scouts are telling me, but unless anything wild comes up, it's going to be quite a quiet one. We have got some money to play with, not a lot in the wage budget, however, so maybe some would have to leave. So we'll see if anything comes about, but this could be our quietest deadline day yet. I mean, it's nothing deadline day related, but there's some wonderful emails up here. Paulson wins Player of the Month. Menton, who are you? Why are you picking up young player? Abdul Salam is on the list. We get Manager of the Month. And Mr. McElhenney is very happy that we have got that as well. Things are going very well on and off the pitch. Well, I've been out. I found a better left back than the other one. Blas Rosman is coming in from Parenthorpe, Napoli, we all know that. He is only a little bit inconsistent, but a much better left back. And if we do look at his stats as a fullback on support, he looks very, very good. He is certainly more expensive when you compare him. He is the better player by miles. He's £2.2 million. He even played 5 games in the Serie A last year. He's got 18 caps for the Slovenian under-21s, and this guy looks very good and could be someone to compete with Owen O'Malley by the end of the season. He's had a work permit accepted, and he is coming in, and that pretty much wraps up our deadline day business. I'm not going to see you guys, this guy's just had his work permit rejected, so we aren't going to get him anyway, but I'm not going to see you guys now until the end, unless anything comes up, probably for a sale. We haven't got the money to buy anyone. It is purely if anyone leaves, things could progress from there. And that's deadline day finished. A transfer window worth £34 million was spent. We received 27, so some good sales as well. We really should be now progressing up to the Premier League. We've spent the money of a team trying to do that. It's now just time to make that dream a reality. Blackburn is the next game, not Queen's Park Rangers. That would move due to international games. So we've got Blackburn in 10 days' time. They're sitting in 15th currently. But I will show you guys that game anyway, rather than just being one game and a very boring deadline day. Here we are then, the wonderful racecourse. A few changes today as we've got quite a congested fixture after this game. We've got QPR in a couple of days and then Preston just a few days after that. It's the Championship. The games come thick and fast. Today is Blackburn in 15th currently. I'm not too sure where they're predicted to finish, but I imagine around a mid-table side. So it'd be good to put a few goals past them and solidify ourselves as a top side. And the changes today, Damjanovic comes in at left centre-back. Araya keeps his spot up top and O'Hanlon keeps his spot on the right wing as well. Pinto is back from injury now. He is on the bench and he's just got the fitness thing next to him. So he will be back in very, very soon. Angus Gunn doing very well there to come out and clear the ball. And Abdul Salam keeping his spot at left mid finds Elliot Anderson. What a ball that is. That should have been One more across to Jose Araya, but some fantastic play from Abdul Salam and Elliot Anderson. We just look fantastic. I'm going to say it every single time. I honestly don't know when you guys are going to come back. If we have a wobble or if we might win 10 games in a row, I'll bring you back. But it looks ridiculous at the moment. We look like we could genuinely beat anyone. And if we beat Chelsea, well, we're winning the Carabao Cup. I'm making a bold claim. Sam Curtis down the right-hand side, doing very well to keep hold of the ball, finding Tom Jones to Reece Williams, to Damjanovic, to O'Manley. Very well done there, just spreading the play across the back four and opening up some more angles. Great ball there from Reece Williams. O'Hanlon's in behind. He's gone alone and he's volleyed it like Mbappe there onto the post. Mbappe's obviously in the final, the World Cup went in. That one was very similar on his other foot against the post, and quite some strike there from Darren O'Hanlon, proving why he's in the starting spot at right wing. Araya with the free kick, ball into Darren O'Hanlon again, and it goes eventually into Victor Damjanovic, who gets his first goal for Wrexham and his first goal of the season as well. He's a big meaty Croatian. Of course he's going to score goals. That's why we signed him. O'Hanlon doing very well. Damjanovic just getting in between his men and getting that one in the back of the net. And Chevalier, the goalkeeper of Blackburn, will be rather disappointed with that one, that's for sure. Sam Curtis on the ball, a throw-in in our own half. Tom Jones, a very good ball into O'Hanlon, but he is dispossessed there by Lewis. And Blackburn are on the ball. It is Scott Wharton, who's somehow still at Blackburn. He seems like he's been around for years and years and years. I feel like he was a youngster when Blackburn were in the Premier League. That might be even completely wrong, but it feels like he's been around for years, Scott Wharton. Chevalier there, let it go to his feet as Angus Gunn cleared. It seems like we're playing goalkeeper crackhead football. Hopefully that's not the case and we can get the ball down and score some goals. But Reece Williams, he was dispossessed there with a poor pass. And Lucas Boyer goes through on goal, chips the keeper. And Reece Williams with some unbelievable speed, getting back on the line and clearing it off the line. He's done very well to recover from a mistake there and keeping it at 1-0 Wrexham. We look good, but not good that we've had a little wobble there. Blackburn are a team that I'd hope we could beat quite comfortably, especially the fact we could put 5 past Crystal Palace, no issues. I'd hope that we could beat Blackburn, no issues as well. But let's not get too carried away. We are only 4 or 5 games in the season. I suppose I'm acting like we've won the league already, which is maybe a little bit far. But we are looking very good indeed. A good ball there from Tom Jones to Abdul Salam. O'Malley with the ball down to Anderson. He's going to get a ball behind to Araya. What a run that is. The man, I knew he would be good. I knew he'd score goals. Great run from him in behind the back line. And the keeper comes out. Well, he almost gives him the left side to shoot at. Anderson, a great signing. And the vision he has to play that ball in behind is quite something. And Araya is never going to miss from there. It's the edge of the box. First time finish. And a great finish from the little Chilean. He reminds me of Tevez so much. Even in game, he looks like a little Tevez type character. He's got the work rate. He's got the finishing. He's got that sort of dogged personality about him. I get the vibe of Tevez just in every essence. And I hope he doesn't leave us for Cardiff because that would be classic Tevez. But Araya there winning the header. He might only be 5'6", but he's doing well as the target man up there. Chevalier comes out with the ball. And Lewis gets dispossessed there by Darren O'Hanlon. He goes alone and should probably have cut that into Araya. Curtis with the ball in, and it is going to amount to nothing. It's going to be half-time. No, it's not. It's going to be a Reece Williams goal. Of course. And Araya corner, whipping it in. Reece Williams front post. He was always going to score that one. It's 3-0. When we see them highlights, and especially when Araya seems to whip the ball in, he's got some fantastic corner stats. But I don't actually know what his corner stats are, but he's on them. And when I watch them take corners, he gets a lot of swaz, a lot of pace on the corners, and he seems to make someone score every single time. And it's 3-0 at half-time. We've obviously got this game against QPR in just a few days, so if we get to 60, there'll be some big changes. Or even if we go 4-0 up here, there will also be changes at 50. So Angus Gunn on the ball, a long ball forward. Is it going to fall in behind? It's not. Phillips is going to pick it up, and he finds Lewis. Ball forward, and Damjanovic is going to deal with it nicely. Tom Jones goes long. Araya, he might be 5'6", but he can win some headers. He gets it to Darren O'Hanlon, who does give the ball away. And Blackburn go long down the line. Curtis Haksabanovic there, very good player, former West Ham, gets the ball in the box, and Bardini Bawani makes it 3-1. So we'll certainly be hanging on to the 60th minute before we make anything drastic change-wise. And there's a highlight instantly yet again. And I hope this isn't another Blackburn one. Damjanovic getting the ball clear and Araya winning it. But again, it going through to Bawani, and Haksabanovic there got him behind. Lucky not to concede, it is still 3-1. It should have been 3-2 really. Haksabanovic with a great opportunity for Blackburn to put them 3-2 and just a goal behind and trying to mount a comeback. Lucas Boyer goes in on Tom Jones, who was sort of dilly-dallying on the ball. Lucas Boyer finds Josh Onoma and Angus Gunn with a great save. I think we're going to make some changes just to stop the rot. We're going to bring on Mahir Al-Sharuri and we'll also get on Zamorano for Joe Bellingham in centre mid on attack. And we'll get Pinto on as well for Darren O'Hanlon. We'll save Yusuf Poulsen for that game against Queen's Park Rangers. We will need to be on full form to beat them. They're currently sitting third in the table on 10 points. So a good start for QPR indeed. 71 minutes in, still 3-1, and hopefully no more mistakes. Pinto with a great switch of play there to Abdul Salam, who gets the ball, cuts inside, carries on going, goes all the way and forces a save from Chevalier, but it's a counter-attack from Blackburn going the other way. It is end-to-end stuff. It's Buwani getting a ball in to Said Haksabanovic to Lucas Boyer, and he's brought down for a penalty by Reece Williams, and it's going to be a penalty to Blackburn, a chance to make it 3-2, and that come from absolutely nowhere. Lucas Boyer sends the keeper the wrong way, and 3-2 it is. We're going to go cautious, we're going to go time wasting, and we're going to just drop the defensive line ever so slightly. Not good. I'm not happy with this at all. We were 3-0 up, cruising, and we've let Blackburn back into this game massively. A lot of individual errors, just been a bit complacent. Abdul Salam down this left-hand side, tries to get in the ball in the box for Araya, but Chevalier again comes out and claims, and he looks like Blackburn are going to go long to a ball over the top, and he does. Lucas Boyer wins it and Sosa's through, and a good challenge there from Owen O'Manley as he does get in there to stop Blackburn of a chance one-on-one. It's a ball in from Said Haksabanovic from the corner. It's a looper. Lucas Boyer backstick. It is one. A ball back in. O'Malley clears and Pinto is going to press from the front, hoping to finish this highlight, and we do. Whew, we're hanging on. I'm going to demand more from the boys. It's not good enough that we have let this slip as far as we have. Blackburn have actually got a better XG than us. I mean, if we win this game, it is good. We've managed to hold on to a team that have put us under a lot of pressure in the second half of this second half. But it's going to be tight. O'Malley with the ball goes into Luis Zamorano. Great turn and touch and a great pass to Pinto as well, who eventually finds Anderson, finds Abdul Salam, finds Jose Araya. Unbelievable finish. He's offside, but this man's finishing is outrageous, Jose Araya. But we can't concentrate on that now. Oh, we can. I thought that was going to be another highlight, but you can see Araya is offside. But this first time finish on the left foot, a great strike, I tell you. That is quite something for the young Chilean. And it's a 3-2 win, and not as comfortable as I hoped. I'm going to say we didn't play well, but the result is good. And they know that. They know that deep down, and they know we are a better team than that. It leaves us top of the league, 3 points ahead of second place Sunderland, 4 points ahead of Bristol City in the first playoff spot, 5 wins from 5. Things are looking very much on the up for the mighty Wrexham. Well, thank you very, very much for watching today's episode. Another dominant couple of games for us, and we do look fantastic. I'm going to go ahead, play quite a few games over the next few days, and hopefully get us to a point where we are a third of the way through the season and hopefully still top of the league. If anything drastic changes, I'll bring you guys back. If we also somehow manage to beat Chelsea, I imagine you guys will be back for the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Tomorrow is a tactic tester video, so enjoy that one. It is a 3-4-3 Conte style tactic, so a very, very interesting one. So make sure to give that a watch if you're looking for a new formation to try out. Thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you next time.